Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're taking on TOE Hill stages 7 and 8 of the month of January of 2022. Guys, for this one, actually everyone is immune to inability effects and there's one turn up silence at the start of the fight. Therefore, we're running the Water Mermaid here. She will be the first unit to move, to cleanse your silence, and then your units can move and push back the attack bars of the enemies. We are running Chow here, but instead of him, we can run any other AoE pushback. However, the defense breaks from Chow are really good as well. As you will see, we are not running any damage dealers here, or at least not any damage dealer that is based on the enemy's HP, which are the most efficient ones to run on TOE Hell. Instead, we are running Chow as the damage dealer. As you can see, he's on damage runes and he's part of my arena clips, and I didn't change his runes. That's because the enemies won't be able to attack him, so he doesn't have to be tanky because he will not be taking damage. Now, he's very good here because of the second skill that has defense breaks, and of course we will be doing AoE attacks all the time here. Now, as you will see, that was the first wave. I moved on to the second wave because, you know guys, I have a very bad internet connection and I can't upload videos of 20 minutes. So I will try to keep my videos quite short when I'm on holidays, guys. And well, guys, the only thing that you should do is keep the enemies under control. For that, we have the endless control cycle of Tyrone, Dark Homunculus, and Ganymede, and now we added the wind, the Chow, guys. Yeah, the wind are master. And of course, the enemies won't be taking a turn unless they are fire element, because that way you can fail the pushbacks. Of course, the wind ones can be tough as well because, you know, they are harder to push back with Tyrone. So all in all, guys, you have those 4 units that will allow you to control the enemies, and of course the enemies will be reset all time. Now here we reset the Chow and we need to slow down the enemy team, and you know, we have to prevent them all from taking a turn at all cost. And sometimes you may fail to do so, and maybe Raccoonies can take a turn, and I mean Raccoonies because those are the only fire units, so Chow may not be able to push them back, and they may take some clutch turns and then cleanse the Chow, since you will be targeting Chow all the time. However, since we are dealing damage on AoE basis, if they were both to take a turn, maybe they will end up healing the Baromoses instead. And as you can see here, guys, Baromoses are really down on health here. And you know, that's why having Chow with AoE defense breaks and those AoE attacks is really important on this stage. Now guys, this is it for TOE Hell stage 7, and yeah, we're done. We're moving on to TOE Hell stage 8. And here we are, and we're running almost the same team, but we are replacing the Water Mermaid for Belladion. Now, what happens in this stage? Well, the beneficial effects are blocked, and there's Despair runes on every single unit. And you know, those are not really bad conditions, and actually they can help you control the wind monkeys during the final wave, during the boss phase. So the first 2 waves will be kind of easy, guys, this time around. Not too easy because there are Mihos involved, but well, the first wave is surprisingly simple. You have the endless control cycle, but right now you can even freeze them or stun them. So they will not be taking a turn given that you have the pushback from both Chow and Tyrone and Ganymede as well. And if you time them correctly, then you may even have to use the resets of Ganymede on your Chow, since the rest of the units on your team may end up turn cycling enough in order to regain their skills. And I'm talking about the Dark Homunculus, because the Dark Homunculus will help your units to improve their skill cooldowns, but also, you know, there may not be a need for your Ganymede to actually reset your Homunculus. But during this second wave, things are not that easy since the Mijos will gain attack bar when you actually crit them. So what you should do here, guys, is to try to freeze the Mijos, or even stun the Mijos with a regular attack from any of your units, and then you are able to start the crazy control cycle of your team. However, sometimes you may be forced to use your skills even if they are not under freeze or stun. But yeah, as you can see here, guys, I am trying to stun them. I managed to do so, but sometimes they wake up from the stuns. So yeah, once they are all frozen solid, then things will be much easier. And of course, the AoE pushback of your Chompong pushes back more than it pushes forward, you know? So the passive of Miho is weaker than the effects of the third skill of your Chompong. And that skill will be your main source of damage on the enemy team. So yeah, you will have to do that once and again until the enemies are dead. And of course, use the wind cats to receive your attacks when the other enemies are not frozen solid, guys. And now against the boss, you reset her turn 1, you make sure that you have your full skills back up when you start the next wave, because it's mandatory to have all of your skills available when you start this wave up. And then you should try to prevent those dark sims to actually take a turn. And one thing that I did wrong is accumulate detrimental effects on them, because they will gain speed if they have a ton of detrimental effects, if I remember correctly. So they will be taking a ton of turns even if they are under the effects of slow, and they will allow the rest of their team to actually move. But they are quite simple to control if you don't apply a ton of detrimental effects on them. All you need is actually the slow debuff. Of course, you can't prevent them from having the glancing debuff as well. And of course, defense will be applied too. And yeah, they will end up being stunned or frozen if you want to freeze the monkeys on that team. And freezing the monkeys is the most important thing, because you don't want the monkeys stunning your damage dealers when you attack. So when one of the monkeys is up, then you should try to actually attack him to slow him down. Remember that all of your units have these spare rooms in this stage, and that's one of the conditions, and that's one of the things that will happen all times. So you can use that on your favor in order to keep the monkeys under the effects of stun. Now, given that the monkeys have these spare rooms as well, when they revenge, and if both of them revenge, they have a great chance of stunning your team. And of course, they will, since your Chompong is built on damage this time around, which I don't highly recommend. Maybe you can use a hybrid Chompong with HP percent and crit damage. Oh, sorry, crit damage slot 4 and HP percent slot 6. And yeah, since you have that, in my case, you have a damage Chompong, they revenge and they may kill your Chompong here. So it may be really bad for you if they get to revenge on you, and if you do the AoE attacks, or if you go for the boss when they are awakened or they are not frozen or stunned. So yeah, keeping the monkeys under stun will be your main job here, and as you can see right here, I am trying to stun that monkey. I am failing to do so because the 25% works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. As you can see, I did about 8 attacks in a row and didn't land a stun, and then I landed it with the water unit. So yeah, RNG. So guys, that's pretty much it. If you don't have Chompong, guys, remember that you can use any other AoE pushback. And if it was useful for you, please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, and remember, if you have any questions about the game, let me know in the comment section and I will be very happy to reply as always. Guys, see you in the next one. Bye bye.